Liz was a junior in college, always sitting quietly in the back of the classroom. She was a hardworking student, but her grades remained frustratingly average. During group presentations, she would nervously shrink back, letting her classmates take the lead. "Can you do the presentation this time?" she would ask her teammates, her voice barely a whisper. Her teammates would exchange knowing glances. Sarah, her closest friend in the study group, finally confronted her one day after class. "Liz, why do you always avoid presenting?" Sarah asked, her eyes filled with genuine concern. Liz looked down, her fingers nervously twisting her notebook strap. I don't have my own thoughts," she admitted. "I just repeat what others say. I'm afraid I'll sound stupid if I share my real opinions." One day, Professor Martinez noticed Liz's struggle. After class, she called Liz to her desk. "I've seen potential in you that you haven't discovered yet," the professor said warmly. Liz was surprised by the unexpected praise. Her cheeks flushed slightly, a mix of happiness and embarrassment washing over her. She looked down, then glanced up at the professor, a shy smile playing on her lips. "Really?" she asked softly, hardly believing the words. Professor Martinez shared a step-by-step guide to developing independent thinking. 1. Question everything. "Start by questioning information," she explained. "When you read an article or hear a lecture, ask yourself, why do I believe this? What evidence supports this view? Are there alternative perspectives?" 2. Keep a reflection journal. The professor suggested Liz keep a daily journal where she would write her thoughts about what she learned. "Don't just summarize," she advised. "Analyze. What surprised you? What challenged your existing beliefs?" 3. Seek diverse sources. "Don't rely on a single source of information," Professor Martinez continued. "Read books, articles, and opinions from different backgrounds and perspectives. Compare and contrast them." 4. Practice critical thinking. She taught Liz to break down arguments, identify biases, and evaluate evidence critically. "Look for logical gaps," she said. "Ask yourself if the conclusion truly follows from the premises." 5. Engage in meaningful discussions. Join study groups or discussion forums where you can safely share and debate ideas, the professor recommended. Listen actively, but also learn to articulate your own thoughts. Liz was skeptical at first. "This sounds like a lot of work," she told Sarah. "But it's worth it," Sarah encouraged. "You'll become more confident and knowledgeable." Slowly, Liz began implementing these strategies. In her sociology class, instead of passively accepting theories, she started questioning them. Her journal became a playground of ideas, where she explored her thoughts freely. During a group discussion about social media's impact, Liz surprised everyone. "I've been reading different perspectives," she began, her voice gaining strength. "While social media connects us, it also creates echo chambers that limit our understanding." Her classmates listened, intrigued. Her professor smiled, recognizing the growth. As weeks passed, Liz's confidence grew. Her presentations became more nuanced, her arguments more structured. She wasn't just repeating information. She was analyzing, connecting, and creating her own understanding. "I never thought I could think like this," Liz told Professor Martinez during their final meeting of the semester. The professor smiled. "Independent thinking isn't about being right all the time. It's about being curious, open-minded, and willing to challenge your own assumptions." By the end of her junior year, Liz was no longer the quiet student in the back. She had found her voice, not by being the loudest, but by being the most thoughtful. 单字 confront 面对遭遇 verb to face, meet, or deal with a difficult situation or person. Flush 脸红 verb when you flush, you become red in the face, especially as a result of strong emotions, heat, or alcohol. Implement 实施 verb to start using a plan or system. Sociology 社会学 noun the study of the relationships between people living in groups, especially in industrial societies. Articulate 清楚地表达 verb to express clearly in words. Echo chamber effect 回声式效应 当我们更容易接触到和自己抱持类似信念或是价值观相符的资讯时，我们得到的讯息就会越来越趋向单一化。